Welcome to Ping 24 Updates, your daily dose of what's happening around the world. Subscribe my channel and press the bell icon for more updates. The Philippines stands at a pivotal juncture, a nation whose fate has always been shaped by the tides of history and the ambitions of distant powers. Defined by its strategic geography and immense natural wealth, the Philippines is a land of over 7,000 islands, rich in resources and culture, and uniquely positioned at the heart of Southeast Asia. For centuries, this archipelago has been a crossroads of empires and global powers. From the Spanish galleons to the American era, and through the turbulence of World War II, the Philippines has been both a prize and a battleground for those seeking influence in Asia. Today, it sits at the heart of the Indo-Pacific, where the West Philippine Sea is both a superhighway for global trade and a flashpoint of geopolitical tension. Every year, trillions of dollars in goods pass through these waters, making control over them a matter of international importance. The world is watching Manila as it faces stark choices with profound consequences, choices that will not only affect its own people but also the balance of power in the region. Should the Philippines partner with the very giant that challenges its sovereign rights, seeking compromise and economic opportunity, or stand firm in defense of its territory and resources, risking confrontation but upholding its independence and dignity? The stakes are high. The prosperity and independence of over 110 million Filipinos hang in the balance. Every decision made in the halls of power ripples out to the daily lives of ordinary citizens, from bustling city streets to remote fishing villages. Filipino fishing boats face off daily against imposing Chinese Coast Guard vessels, making this a front line of global competition. These encounters are not just about territory but about livelihoods, security, and national pride. For the Philippines, this is not a distant game, it's a direct challenge to its integrity and its people's future. The outcome will shape the destiny of generations to come. The nation's response will define its place in the emerging regional order, influencing alliances and the future of Southeast Asia. The Philippines is now a central actor in a grand strategic drama, its actions watched closely by friends and rivals alike. Its path will send a powerful message about the resilience of international law and the right of smaller nations to chart their own destiny, inspiring others who seek to protect their sovereignty in a rapidly changing world. Beneath the vast and mysterious waters of the West Philippine Sea lies a treasure trove of resources waiting to be discovered and harnessed. This hidden wealth has the potential to transform the nation's future, offering hope and prosperity to generations. According to the U.S. Energy Information Administration, the South China Sea is estimated to hold a staggering 11 billion barrels of oil and 190 trillion cubic feet of natural gas. Much of it lies within the Philippines' exclusive economic zone, a region rich with promise. This vast energy wealth could power industries, drive economic growth, and free the nation from the burden of costly fuel imports, paving the way for a more self-sufficient future. The seabed is also abundant in rare earth elements which are essential for advancing technology and fostering green innovation, crucial for a sustainable future. Possessing these resources is akin to holding a winning ticket in the global tech race, offering a competitive edge in the international market. The sea itself is a vital source of food and livelihood, contributing to 12% of the world's fish catch, a significant portion that sustains many communities. For millions of Filipinos, these fisheries are not just a source of sustenance but a cornerstone of life and economic stability, supporting families and communities. This biological abundance represents a renewable source of wealth. If managed sustainably, it can continue to provide for future generations. The combined value of oil, gas, minerals, and fish is immense, offering a wealth of opportunities for economic development and prosperity. The ongoing conflict here is about who will ultimately benefit from this bounty. Will it be the Filipino nation, or a powerful neighbor seeking to assert its influence? The resolution of this dispute will shape the country's economic destiny, determining whether the Philippines can fully realize the potential of its natural resources. The West Philippine Sea's resources are the lifeblood of Philippine society. For coastal communities, fishing is more than a job, it's a way of life. When access to fishing grounds is blocked by foreign vessels, it threatens food security and economic stability for countless families. Imagine a Philippines powered by its own natural gas, reducing dependence on volatile global markets and lowering energy costs. Revenues from these resources, if managed well, could fund transformative projects in infrastructure, healthcare, and education. The region's coral reefs, part of the Coral Triangle, are vital breeding grounds for fish and natural barriers against storms. Their destruction through artificial island building is an ecological disaster, threatening both biodiversity and coastal protection. Protecting these waters is essential for the nation's future. The struggle to defend these resources is not just about pride, it's an economic and ecological imperative. Securing them is crucial for a resilient, prosperous, and self-reliant Philippines. China's sweeping 10-dash line claims nearly the entire South China Sea overlapping the Philippines' exclusive economic zone. These claims are enforced through a campaign of maritime assertiveness. Chinese militia vessels and Coast Guard ships regularly intimidate Filipino fishermen and patrols. China's island building has transformed reefs within the Philippine EEZ into militarized outposts, projecting power deep into Southeast Asia. This expansion violates international law and alters the strategic landscape. The Philippines faces relentless pressure. Its sovereignty is challenged and its access to vital resources is systematically denied. The 10-dash line is not a negotiation, it's a declaration of ownership, backed by force. This aggressive posture is the heart of the Philippine dilemma: how to respond to a neighbor that is both a major economic partner and the primary threat to its sovereignty. The stakes are nothing less than national survival. In 2013, the Philippines took a bold and unprecedented step, challenging China at the Permanent Court of Arbitration under the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea, or UNCLOS. This move was not just a legal maneuver, but a statement of intent to defend its maritime rights through international law. The 2016 ruling was a landmark victory for the Philippines and for the international legal order. The tribunal declared that China's sweeping 9 and now 10-dash line claims had no legal basis under UNCLOS, rejecting Beijing's historic rights argument. The tribunal also affirmed the Philippines' sovereign rights over its exclusive economic zone, or EEZ, and condemned China's interference with Filipino fishermen and its large-scale environmental destruction of reefs and marine habitats. This award is a powerful legal instrument, providing Manila with a solid foundation for its foreign policy and a rallying point for international support. It has strengthened the Philippines' position in diplomatic negotiations and multilateral forums. Yet, enforcement remains elusive. China outright rejected the ruling, refusing to participate in the proceedings and continuing its activities in the disputed waters, including building artificial islands and deploying Coast Guard vessels. The Philippines holds a clear legal right to its waters, but is physically blocked by China's so-called gray zone tactics, harassment, blockades, and intimidation at sea, which put Filipino fishermen and Coast Guard at risk. The arbitral award is not an end, but a crucial tool for ongoing diplomacy and coalition building. It empowers Manila to seek alliances and push for a rules-based order in the region. It galvanizes support from like-minded nations, strengthens calls for freedom of navigation, and upholds the principle that international law matters, even in the face of powerful opposition. The challenge now is turning this paper victory into reality, ensuring that legal rights are matched by real-world outcomes and security for those on the front lines. The world is watching closely to see how Manila wields this legal high ground and whether international law can truly shape behavior in contested waters. The outcome will not only affect the Philippines and China, but will also shape the future of the rules-based order in Asia and set a precedent for maritime disputes worldwide. The argument for independent development is rooted in sovereignty. The Philippines' resources belong to its people, not to foreign powers. Allowing China to co-develop these assets risks legitimizing unlawful claims and ceding control. Independent development, or partnerships with non-claimant states, maximizes national gain and keeps strategic control in Filipino hands. Security is also at stake. Joint projects with China could justify a permanent Chinese presence in Philippine waters. By standing firm on the arbitral ruling and insisting on exclusive rights, the Philippines upholds international law and earns global respect. This principled stance transforms resources from a point of contention into an engine for national progress. It's an investment in the nation's future and its standing on the world stage. Independent development is ideal, but the path is tough. Offshore oil and gas projects require billions in capital and advanced technology, resources the Philippines lacks. This forces Manila to seek foreign partners, navigating constitutional limits on foreign ownership. Deepwater drilling demands expertise and equipment only global energy firms possess. The biggest obstacle is security. Any move to develop contested areas risks Chinese harassment and escalation. Overcoming this requires a modernized military and strong alliances to protect exploration activities. Domestic legal hurdles add complexity. Service contracts must comply with the Constitution and ensure state control. Political will and national unity are essential to attract investment while safeguarding sovereignty. The Philippines' dilemma is magnified by global trends. The world's shift to clean energy has made Philippine minerals and gas highly strategic. Major economies seek to diversify supply chains away from China, positioning the Philippines as a vital alternative. Global energy insecurity makes the West Philippine Sea's reserves attractive to Japan, South Korea, and the EU. This creates opportunities for new partnerships and security support, but also risks turning the region into a flashpoint for great power rivalry. Manila must leverage global interest to secure investment and protection without getting caught in the crossfire. The key is a rules-based approach that ensures resources benefit Filipinos first. The world is watching how the Philippines navigates this high-stakes environment. Ultimately, the West Philippine Sea debate is about the nation's future. Partnership with China may offer short-term gains, but risks long-term loss of sovereignty. The harder path, asserting exclusive rights, demands courage, investment, and unity. The Philippines must leverage the arbitral award, modernize its defenses, and ensure transparent governance of its resources. The time for decisive action is now. These resources are the birthright of the Filipino people. Asserting sovereignty is an act of national preservation, not provocation. By standing firm and building capacity, the Philippines can turn this challenge into an opportunity for lasting prosperity. The nation's destiny is in its own hands.